Dalton Domino has been through it, the highs, the lows. Now with a wife, beautiful baby, and a second act as a manager for Shelby Stone, Dalton's rewriting the rule book on how to break an artist. Today we talk truth in songwriting and standing up for what you believe in. Welcome to the Ranch Sitdown, Dalton Domino.
Well, hello.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Hell of an intro.
Thank you very much.
Borrow that?
I worked all day on that.
I've been needing a bio.
There it is. I'll send that to you.
You saved me like $500.
Oh, no, I'm going to charge you $6.
Oh, man.
Play us a song, buddy.
Play a song. The song's about a buddy of mine. His name was Doug. He passed away in April. And it's called Pell City Blues. When we met, I can't recall. I just remember cigarette smoke, combat boots, and a cowboy bar, and you laughing at a dirty joke. You were holding John's guitar, half-cocked, but you stood up straight, ready to take us all down the line, like a shadow slipping past a gate. But I'll see you in a Gulf moon, somewhere there's Spanish wine, cheap whiskey and canola fields, where you never left high and dry. Somewhere in the dead of night, an empty road and a dashboard light, steel belts singing in the hammers low. I see you everywhere I go. Lord knows my mind ain't been the same since I put the vodka down, but I could always count on you to bring my memories back around. Now I'm in an old scene, something familiar that I can't place. Just dawned on me that half my life I lived with you that day. So I'll see you in a Gulf moon, somewhere there's Spanish wine, cheap whiskey and canola fields, and you never left high and dry. Somewhere in the dead of night, an empty road in the dashboard lights, steel bells singing and the hammers low. I see you everywhere I go. St. Louis to Pasadena, Bend to Jacksonville. I close my eyes, we got the windows down, and you were there behind the wheel, cutting through the heartlands like the hard times never will. I hear your laugh in my head, and for a moment you're still here. So I saw you just the other day, not in the way that you'd assume. It was in the voice of a stranger last Friday afternoon. So I sat with him and talked a while, 'cause that's as close as I can get, till I start to think of all the years without you I got left. But I'll see you in a Gulf moon, somewhere there's Spanish wine, cheap whiskey and canola fields, and you never left high and dry. Somewhere in the dead of night, an empty road and the dashboard light, steel belts singing and the hammers low. I see you everywhere I go. I see you everywhere I go.
The great Dalton Domino joining us here in the Ranch studio for the Sit Down, buddy. How are things with you right now?
Things are great. Very busy, but
Yeah.
very great. Yeah.
You just finished up a new album?
I did, sort of.
Took like 37 years to finish?
37 years to make.
Because you got nothing else going on in your life,
I had nothing
really.
else going on in
Yeah.
my life, so I was like, all right, well, let's do this for, 3 years. And, not 3 years. It's been
5?
6 records since 6 years since I put out a studio record, and yeah, I figured it was time. I've been sitting on this record. We started recording it in early 2021, and then I got a little sidetracked with some stuff. still with music, but outside of my music, and I just became extremely passionate about that, and I just decided to focus on those things, and then started a family, and then wanted to focus on those things, and then what had happened was the IRS called. So I was like, it's record season.
You know not to answer that
kidding.
call,
I'm
right?
joking, right? I'm kidding. But
did Willie Nelson teach us nothing in our life? Don't answer that phone call.
Don't answer the phone call. No, I wanted to put out a record, and I was sitting on it for a long time, and I felt like that I had played I randomly did like some stuff here and there, and there was one show where I missed it, and I don't think I'm gonna get like fully back into it, but I miss like playing some shows and seeing some friends and getting out when I can, and making records. I like making records.
So you're doing it for you now and not as like a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I've hit the point in my age and my career and in my mindset where it's like, I don't really want to chase the Ryman or a Grammy or a Billboard. Like I'm fine where I am. And now I just want to make records just to make records. And if you want to stay in touch with me, then here's how. But like, I don't want to. I'm okay at a point right now in my life where it's like, this is fun. I'm just happy to be here.
It's a good place to be.
It's a great place to be. It's no stress whatsoever.
Right?
No stress, no pressure. It's just, this isn't the last record. This isn't the first record of this thing. It's just like, it's just a record. I'm really proud of this record, but that's the point I'm at in my life where it's like, it's another, just a cool little, personally, to me, I think it's a fun place to be. Just
You've always been known, Dalton, as a songwriter who writes kind of with an edge. There's no fluff, no filler. Like, it cuts right to the bone for you.
Well, thank you.
What does, like, telling the truth in music mean to you?
For me personally, that's just how I like to write and to say things.
Is it your therapy?
To a point. Mm-hmm. To a point. I feel a lot better singing it when I get done writing it than I do, talking about it with somebody for sure. It's like when you get frustrated. I know people that get frustrated and go out and like build something or like mow their yard, and when they get done cleaning, they look what they did, and it's kind of just like, all right, I worked it out, and there it goes. But to me, like with truth and stuff like that, is like, I don't think that I could sing songs about like trucks and back roads and shit stuff like that. Sorry,
it's okay.
Okay, cool. Just trucks and back roads, and I just don't think I could talk about that honestly.
Right.
There's people out there that can. It's just
and some people can do it great.
They can do it great, man. I feel weird talking about that type of stuff. That's just not like, it's not what I do, who I am, and I didn't grow up in the country. I didn't grow up with a truck. I had a, I didn't.
You were a rock and roll guy. Let's be honest.
I was always been a rock and roll guy.
Yeah.
And but yeah.
So has becoming a husband and a dad changed the way you write songs now?
No, not at all. Not in the slightest bit. And I am using that as a point every time I pick up the pen. Mm-hmm. I've written, there's songs about, like, there's relationship songs and life songs. But I had the label I was on for years. I'm still really close with the guy who owns it. And when I told him that my kid was born, he's like, "Oh, you're gonna write the dad record?" And I was like, "No, I'm not." He's like, "Yeah, you will." Everybody writes the dad record. Right. And like, just because he said that, I was like, no, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hang out of spite. I'm not going to do this. I hate those records, but I love my kid.
Right.
But no, man, I'm not going to. I probably will. I probably have subconsciously, but I haven't sat down and like, I'm gonna write a song for my kids. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Speaking of pressure, man, that's a lot of pressure.
What is?
Writing a song about your kid.
Yeah, dude, what if he thinks it sucks?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's like,
no, I'm not doing that. I'm vain, again, man. No, like that's a bad bar. That's a bad line. It could have been stronger. Like, I don't want to hear that.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, dude, it's cool when people do it. Like, it hits me. Like, Luke Combs has a record that he wrote for his kid and about his dad that, like, it knocks me on my ass now. Like back then, it was like, this is corny.
So cheesy,
but now it's like, I'm not going to do that.
Like,
I'm going to write songs
I mean,
about
he's right. Everything is great.
Yeah, he can handle that, man. He sounds a lot better doing it than I do. I'm not there yet. I'm old, but I'm not at that point in my head yet.
You've been through a lot in your life. There's been a lot of ups and downs, a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So, like, what's one lesson you've had to learn the hard way?
Patience.
Mm-hmm.
Patience, being patient about a situation, and just taking a breather. There's been so many times in my life where if I would have just sat down and not said anything or done anything or reacted, I might have had a little bit more than what I have today. And as patience is still a thing. Yeah.
That's
patience
hard, though.
It's a hard thing to have. I've always been the type of person where, what do you say?
You speak your mind.
I do, and I need to figure out how to like phrase it properly because I don't. Yeah, patience.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, and I think that's a lesson we all should learn sometimes.
Yeah, patience is a big one, and I'm still learning how to do it, but I've gotten better than when I was 23.
You're right.
So,
Haven't we all, though?
Yeah.
We've all changed a lot. So, like, through all your ups and downs, Dalton, who's been the biggest supporter for you?
Dude, whole picture. Man, probably Ray or PH Nafa is another one. Mm-hmm. I met PH when I got sober, outside of my wife and my family. Mm-hmm. But Ray, I talked to him when I was drinking. I was talking to him when I was trying to get sober. I was talking to him when I got sober. And, I talked to him still today. I just talked to him earlier this week. And him and his wife, man, they're the people that have been there for me through absolutely everything. Mm-hmm. And, it's weird having, one of your best friends being almost 80.
Right.
But
he's been through it. He understands
he's been
what
through
you were going
it.
through.
He's been through a lot of, he's been in recovery now for like 30 years and how to do what we do sober and still be cool doing it. Like I'll never be as cool as Ray Wally Hubbard.
None of us will.
None of us, man. And just like the patience that he has and a lot of the stuff that you strive to be. And like, since having a kid, like we've entered the relationship now of like fatherhood talks. And so that's just like a weird aspect of one of your heroes where it's like
fatherhood talks with Ray
just
Wally
like,
Hubbard is
like fatherly advice.
Yeah.
But probably Ray and Judy. They've just always been there when, I didn't have, when I had some stuff and then when I didn't have anything. And now when I just got content, it was always been there every step of the way.
That's fantastic to hear. So I want to talk about the next chapter in your life is where you are now. And it's in this management. Managing Shelby Stone.
Correct.
And you are doing things very differently with her.
Yeah.
You did a couple of days ago, a very long Instagram post talking about your process for her.
Yeah.
And I want you to talk about this because I think it really opened a lot of eyes for not only fans, but for artists themselves.
Yeah. So when I was talking about earlier, like I went through some changes and I got side project of stuff outside of my own careers. In 2020, late 2020, early 2021, I started a management company, and we managed Slade Coulter, Jacob Stelly, Parker Ryan, Jordan Nix, just a bunch of cats. And then later on in life, or later on in that, I met Shelby through Stelly, and now I just manage Shelby, and life is busy. But with her, what was the initial question?
Like, why are you taking this kind of different path in promoting her and building her up?
I love it, man. I love this side of the business. I didn't think I'd like this side of the business until we started helping out young bands. And I became infatuated with it. I became good at it. And I love it. I love the numbers. I love watching growth. I love watching the analytics on the side of things. I like strategizing the release and building up the hype behind a record and things like that. And with Shelby, with her, when we first started meeting, the main gist of that post that you're referring to is like, we're going to do stuff the old-fashioned way and the hard way. We're not going to go after TikTok, and we're not going to go after, monthly listeners. I don't care about any of that stuff. I want to sell records. I want to sell tickets, and I want to sell as many of those two things as possible. And how can we do those two things?
Yeah, and that's what every artist wants.
It's what every artist wants. So we started working together, and it's been awesome. It's been 2 years of hard work and, releasing some songs here and there. But that has been our goal, is to build a fan base with her to so we can sell records and not just go to streaming. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do that is everybody's bitching about how we're not making any money on music.
Right.
I'm like, all right, well,
we're giving it away for free.
It will stop.
Yeah.
So what we did with her is, like, we're not putting it on Spotify.
Yeah.
We've already released the record. Her debut record is called Silver Year. It's absolutely phenomenal. I got to produce it with it was me, her, PH Nafa from Roger Klein's band, another guy named Jeff Lesby. And we made the decision one day of, like, everybody is releasing on Friday to streaming. Everybody is doing singles right now. We still want to sell records. So we're like, what if we just put it for sale? Something wasn't revolutionary. It was what we did back in the day.
Yeah,
like,
it's been done. We're
treating Spotify as if it's how we would view radio back in the day. It's like how we're treating Spotify. So I don't think you would give radio the full record. That's still singles, but why are we putting it at the top of the release chain? And we just put it at the end and put it for sale. And this past week we sold a ton of records.
Awesome.
A ton of records, and it's been really great. Kind of lost my train of thought halfway through that, where I was going with this.
But I think what you're doing is right, because, like, you're building this grassroots effort, and people are talking about Shelby Stone. That's the thing. Like, not a lot of people are talking about the viral sensation. They share it and then they move on.
Yeah,
they're talking about Shelby Stone.
They're talking about Shelby.
Like, oh, I got to go see her. Then everybody's talking about her now, and I got to buy the album.
Because we didn't do that, we've created kind of like this, almost like this mystique towards her.
Yeah,
to where you got to go see her to hear the whole thing. And we wanted it that way. We wanted, well, if you want to see this, go at least buy a ticket. If you want to see the whole thing, go buy a CD, because that's where you're going to get the whole thing. And luckily with Shelby is that when you go see her, you're just blown away.
Yeah.
And there's no hat tricks. There's nothing. It's just a really great rock and roll show, a really talented front woman, a really talented vocalist. And so once you go through all those different steps to get to that point, you're immediately hooked and sold. And it's working, man. Today I told you, I was like, oh, dude, I got some stuff to add. Did you have anything to follow up, or can I rant for a few minutes?
I've been waiting for this, because you haven't told me what this is about.
Okay, for you young whippersnappers out there listening,
pay attention,
that's
kids.
Trying to figure out how to do it. I learned today that if the end goal is getting a record deal, or going to Nashville, or signing your stuff away, they don't know what they're doing.
No.
They have no clue what they're doing. And nobody does right now. The hottest guy on the market right now, say Zach Bryan, it's like a label didn't create that.
Right.
So they don't know what they're doing. Songs that came out 3 years ago, I heard a name for it the other day, and I thought it was really great. And I'm trying to remember where it was. But songs that were released 3 years ago are just now blowing up.
Yeah.
And I had an email come through from a company that I really wanted to work with, and they talk about these things called front-facing numbers. Do you know what that is?
No.
I love this business, and I like this side of things. I hate the lingo.
This sounds
it's
like
just
BS.
douchey corporate lingo that I hate. It's like a bunch of words like bandwidth, front-facing numbers, and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's just like, it drives me up the fucking wall to do. But, like, if you look her up on Spotify, she has 3,000 monthly listeners. In the grand scheme of things, that's abysmal.
Yeah.
That is abysmal.
Like, I could get 3,000.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely anybody. In those, but behind the scenes, it's like, I have a ream of paper at the house. I wanted to post a video about it, but Shelby thought it was too, like, no, that's too arrogant. We're not doing that. But I have a ream of papers from records and vinyl sold, right? It's a lot of records and vinyl sold. It's like, this is the end goal, is to sell a record.
Right.
Not streaming. Streaming, we only get paid 0.008 something of a cent.
Yeah.
What you want is to push the unit and then get the streaming. So right now, she's pushing units. But the email that I got this morning is like, well, we really need front-facing numbers to come up a little bit more to really dive into an artist and dedicate this much bandwidth to it. And it's like, I don't know half the shit that you just said, but it sounds like I'm still trying to put into words the conversation I had this morning, because nobody knows what they're doing. And that's what just like dawned on me on the drive up. It's like, maybe that's the answer. So if anybody's out there is trying to figure out how to make it, they don't know that it's not the answer.
Right.
It's not the answer to sign away half your shit.
Yeah.
And so that kind of threw me off going into this conversation today, because like I'm still processing it. That's like, this makes zero sense to me. But okay, I get it. You're a business. You have to take a chance. Maybe.
But if you're building your model off of streaming numbers, and your whole business is building off of streaming numbers, you put that artist on the stage, and
she sold
99% of the time they are terrible live.
Terrible.
Because they haven't built something. They haven't worked on that stage presence.
Dude, that's something to me that gets irritating too, is like, that's not the artist's fault. That's not the artist's fault.
No, they put them up too soon.
They put them up too soon.
Absolutely.
Like, there's kids out there that they go viral.
Yeah.
And they give them the keys and like, do you want to do it? It's like, this kid wrote this song 3 weeks ago. You're throwing him in the spotlight. If he slips and falls, and like, you can just sneak back out and just go on to the next one. That stuff drives me nuts.
Yeah, because then you're done. That's
and then you're done. But like with her, like that, just processing that conversation of like, wait, but this is what you want. This is what you want. The record, it blew my mind. It's like, she grossed in a week and a half what I grossed almost last year in physical sales, like just crazy. In a week.
That's wild.
But no, we need the Spotify streams. It's like, that's a fraction of what this is. So
yeah,
nobody knows the answer.
No.
Nobody knows what the answer is, and they only will take a chance on you if you have these things. It's so confusing. So I guess what we're going to do now is just hunker down and do our own thing. And it doesn't make sense not to. Yeah, it's working. So why?
It's a model. Like, I know there's a lot of people paying attention to what you're doing. That's the thing. Like, if it works for her, then we're going to do this too.
Yeah.
And like, I've gotten artists, some bigger name artists, who reached out to me earlier this week. Like, I got some new songs. I'm going to send it to radio for 2 weeks first before I even try to put it on streaming. And I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's do that. Like, they want to try to sell some stuff first. And I think it's a 2 weeks isn't a long time, but at least they're giving it a shot.
Yeah. Spotify is not the enemy. And I said that in that post. Spotify is not the enemy. Streaming is not the enemy. Streaming is just it is the new way we do things. That is the new record store to me. It's a social media app.
So I think streaming should be for promotion, not for making money.
It's just where the records are held.
Yeah.
It's just where the records are held. That is it. If that's your thing, and that is your platform where you're putting all your eggs in your basket, so is Taylor Swift, so is Zach Bryan, so is Zach Top, so is all the Zach Brown, Zach Top, Zach Bryan, all of them are going here as well. What we did was we went to you. We went to radio. We went to local radio. We went to you. We went to, KJDL out in Lubbock. We went to Buddy Logan. We went to Eric Rains. We went to Matson Rayner down in KMBT. And we're like, we have to kill time before this comes out. Like, and our whole job here is to keep it as secret as possible. Radio will only spin it, maybe 5 times a day. That's a lot, but like, at least that's not giving it away for free. But what that did in return is like, it built a better relationship with you and our local community. And if we're giving you guys, building a relationship with you guys, selfishly, is like, hopefully you guys would talk about it as well outside of this.
And that's what happens. Like, because we want to be a champion for you.
Yeah, exactly, man. And it's just, I feel like, again, streaming's not the issue. It's how we're going about promoting records and doing music. Like 10 years ago, a major job was being a radio promoter. And I don't know where a bulk of those people are anymore, just because artists decided like, oh, we don't have to do that. I still believe in this way. Like, let's let's go do these things, and that's what's working for us. Did any of that make sense, or was it just incoherent rambling?
Sense. So I guess my question to you: Are you optimistic, or
I'm very optimistic.
Pessimistic about the future of the music industry?
I'm optimistic.
Okay,
I'm optimistic, man. Country music is in a great spot. I think it's in a great spot. I think it's in and you're going to get people out there like, oh, well, Morgan Wallen sucks. I'm not. Who cares, man?
Right?
Who cares, dude? Who cares? They're not taking you out on tour. It's okay.
Like, you don't have to listen to it.
We don't have to listen to this, man. We have songwriters that are really writing songs. And if the guy at the top, let's say all three of them, the three people at the top right now, to me, in my opinion, are Morgan Wallen, Taylor Swift, and Zach Bryan. Say what you want to say because they're so high up on the mountain that like they're going to be hated.
Yeah, that's, it comes with success.
But if you start diving into their songs, a bulk of that stuff is really great writing. Really great writing. So if those people at the top of the food chain are writing things like that, then, and putting out records like Evermore and, Zach's last record I thought was great. And even Morgan's, the one where he's sitting in the chair, that's some really great songs on there. I think country music is in a great spot. I think normal music is in a great spot. I think the industry is changing so much and the old guard is dying off and they're realizing that like, I'm optimistic, man.
That's good.
I'm very optimistic about Shelby. I'm very optimistic about new artists doing this without those things. It's possible. It takes a lot of work, but, that's what we did, man. We're just not going to do it.
If you do it this way and you put in the hours and the work, you build a career.
You build a career. And what we want is a 30-year career.
Yeah.
And it's not about how fast you can get there because as fast as you get there, the faster it's going to go away. But we want... I'm trying to think of a good example of like, we want just a solid 30-year career. We want to talk about Ray Wiley Hubbard, man.
Yeah.
Like for his birthday, he just sells out the Paramount in Austin.
Yeah.
That anybody could want that. Anybody wants that career. Roger Klein's another one that like, I don't know if you ever listen to him, but Roger's won a career that I envy like crazy. He's been doing it since like 94 and he can still sell tickets all across the country just because he's cultivated such an incredible fan base. That's the career that you want to strive for. It's not about likes. It's not about your monthly listeners. It's not about the TikTok views. TikTok there's going to be another TikTok, just like how there was another MySpace. But like Shelby treats every single fan as if they're the only fan there. And we've had a motto that like doesn't matter if it's 10 or 10,000. It's like we treat those 10 people as hospitable as possible and put on the best possible show for them. And those 10s will double. They will. Well, and reaching out and being involved with your community.
You have that tattoo on your forearm, the Charlie Stout quote.
Charlie Shafter.
Or Shafter, sorry.
If they don't clap, you still bow. Yeah. Just being grateful for the crowd that you do have.
That's the way you should live all of your life.
Yeah.
Really.
Dude. Yeah. And this method has worked. And we have a meeting, her and I have a meeting next week where it's like, we do need to figure out how to run ads and handle digital side of stuff. Because I don't know what I'm doing there at all when it comes to
we got some people that probably help you out.
Yeah, dude. I have no idea when it comes to that stuff. But like the core principles of everything she is doing right now is like, I'm not going to give this away for free, but I'll give this to you in person if you buy into it. If you just show me that you're interested, I'll do this with you. So
it's been really fun to watch, man, and it's really interesting. And it's turning this music industry, especially the Texas music industry, kind of on its head. And everybody's like, they're paying attention. They are. So it's going to be interesting to see how this comes about and if there is some change.
I hope there is, man, because there's nothing that's like. I hope there is some change, or I hope that it's at least inspiring somebody to get up and at least just try this method. It might not work. We don't know if it's going to work, but right now it is working.
Yeah.
That, you how do I say this?
I mean, you guys may have to pivot one day. Who knows?
We'll have to pivot one day. Everybody has to pivot. But, like, it's a bummer sitting in your home or your apartment, spilling your heart out on a piece of paper and realizing, why isn't somebody buying into this? I just put it up here. Why watching this like count, watching this stream count, it's just like, it's grueling.
Yeah.
And it's not just like what we talked about at the top where it was like writing honest songs. Like if you have an artist who is giving you that, trying to write an honest song, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
You know, where it's like, why doesn't I'm being honest? Is this not good enough? Like that shit sucks.
Yeah, and you get many people like, just it's all fluff and it's all blah,
it's
blah,
all
blah.
fluff, and they either quit or they become resentful or they become a sound guy. You know,
which is both.
Yeah, which is
Resentful and a
both.
sound guy.
But like, man, this is. She doesn't have any of those things that we're all trying to go towards,
right.
which is millions of monthly listeners. But what we do have is like a solid 3,000 to 5,000 people that are like just
they're going to show up and
they're going to
support.
show up
Yep.
and do this, and it's okay not to pay attention to those things. Just book a show. 3 people might come out and learn those 3 people's names, because that's what she does. She writes thank you notes to every single. She has about 600-700 thank you notes that she has to write total for this pre-order, and I know that's what she'll do. That's what she'll do, and that's what it takes to have a few hundred more to come. It's like she was cool enough to do this for me, and then I'm obviously going to go to this show. That will get you a crowd way faster than like how good your pitch is on the back end of Spotify.
Right.
So
I felt like we spent more time talking about Shelby than you today.
I'm perfectly fine. My record's fine. I've been doing this for 12 years.
It's a
13
great
years.
album, man. It is a fantastic
You can
album.
Google stuff about me.
It's
you know.
you can Google stuff about all of us. I'd rather you didn't.
But no, I love this record. The record's called Arizona. Shelby can book her own meeting or her own interview.
Right.
Yeah. Her record's great. It's called Silver Year. But my record is called Arizona. I recorded it in
New Mexico.
Arizona.
Oh, no. Dang, it's my next guess.
I was going to say Idaho. But I love it. I'm proud of it. When I sat down to write it and to make it, I tried to get in the headspace of trying to be 23, 24 years old again musically. And with the words that I have now at 35, and I love it. It came out fun. I'm proud of these songs. I've been playing these songs randomly for 5 years now,
right?
And it comes out on September 5th, which is my birthday.
That's
so
awesome, man.
I'm very proud of this record.
Very awesome. You want to do one more song for us, Dalton?
I can.
Please do. What are we going to hear, my friend?
I was going to play a song called Little Bear, but I think I'm going to play a song called Gene.
Okay.
So there's something called Gene right here on this computer.
Oh.
And it made me think of it.
Frightening. I don't know what's on that computer.
I don't know, man. I'm worried about listening back to this because I think I just incoherently rambled for, 20 minutes.
That's what it's all about. It's all good.
I'm a terrible speaker.
Don't worry about it. Nobody listens to this. We're fine.
Oh, awesome.
Why did I come here?
Well, hey, my name's Gene. I'm 3 weeks shy a year. I came here on papers till the weeds began to clear, and they started to clear. At least some of them. Today I had a good day. They ain't always like that. When the bad ones come, I hit my knees and it spits me back on track, 'cause that's what I need. 'Cause that's all I have. Well, me and Jesus, we're still working some stuff out for the most part, but I still got my doubts. Honestly, making it to these keeps me steady now. Good thing faith ain't weighed by the pound. I came here from Trustful to get a brand new start. My dad's got me on detail at his buddy's used car lot to let me off on Wednesdays. And Sunday since we're closed. To most folks on the surface, it might not seem like much, but to me, it's the world, and to him, it shows I'm someone he can trust. Even if it's inches at a time. My back hurts in a good way. I get tired, but I get up each day. It's minimum wage, but I'm pissing clean. Even got some money saved. This life ain't much, but it's enough to not complain. I guess I'm getting back to normal, whatever the hell that means. Unless normal just means happy, that for once I made ends meet. Cause if you know me, and you know that ain't me. It took a few tries, but I made it here today. It don't come overnight, and I'm learning that's okay. I'm grateful for the things I found and lost along the way. My name's Gene, and that's all I got today.
Very nice. Dalton Domino, man. It's always a pleasure. It's been too long since we got to hang out.
It's been a minute.
Like a really long time. Like I saw you at Syndicate Smoke down here when Shelby was playing, but it was like, you know, you were working.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to really do much.
She's got me in her band.
I know. Yeah, her band wasn't good until they got a good keyboard player.
Yeah.
That's really all it was, yeah.
My fat ass sits behind that keyboard with my 335, and I just...
You figured this deal out great. I don't even have to stand. This is awesome.
That's why I don't want to play anymore. Like, she does the heavy lifting. I can sit in the back and do whatever I want. Like, half the time I'm on my phone back there.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, yeah.
Here's a G. All right. Thank you, buddy, man. Pleasure.
Thank you.